Once upon a time, in a faraway village, there lived Popola. Popola had lost her parents and siblings in a fatal auto crash and was now living with her grandmother Iyabo in the village. Iyabo was a food seller. She sold food, meat and drinks in their village. And with the money she made from her food business, she took care of her granddaughter Popola. Every morning before Popola leaves for school, she assisted her grandmother in cooking and sometimes took food to some bricklayers who worked in a construction site in their neighborhood. Popola was a bright and high-spirited schoolgirl with big dreams, and her teacher loved her so much. At her grandmother's shop, she served each customer with a warm smile. As the months went by, development came into the town, and Iyabo's shop got demolished by the government. Popola's grandmother was heartbroken and so went home jobless. Popola, who was a vibrant and caring soul, was so eager to lend a helping hand to her beloved grandmother. And so she started going to people's house to cook for them. Popola could no longer go to school as they were unable to afford the fees. The teacher noticed her absence in school and decided to visit her home. When he got there, he learned about their predicament, and so he offered to pay Popola's tuition fees from that day onward, as it would be a total waste to have such an intelligent girl drop out of school. This was a soul-lifting news for Popola and her grandmother Iyabo. It was as though a heavy load has been lifted off Iyabo. She could not help but thank the teacher for coming through for her granddaughter and relieving her. Popola once again resumed school, and just like before, she kept making herself, grandmother, the teacher, and the school proud. Years passed, and the teacher got a transfer letter. He has been transferred to a town far away. It was the sad news for Popola and her grandmother. They thought their days of joy has come to an end, but little did they know that it was the beginning of a new era. It was a few days left before the teacher would move to his new place of work. When he came to see Popola and her grandmother, he gave them some money and asked that Iyabo start a new trade to be able to fund Popola's education. Their joy knew no bound. With the money given to them by the teacher, Iyabo started a new business, and in that she raised money for Popola's education. Years passed. Popola got admitted into a federal university in the state to study medicine. After her first year in the college, Popola did so well. And so she decided to pick a company scholarship form, wrote the exam, and got a fully funded scholarship to finish her first degree program. Popola continued to study hard, and she graduated with top honors and was automatically employed to work in the university teaching hospital. As time went on, Popola opened a non-governmental organization that was aimed at supporting and helping the less privileged get proper medical care. The organization offered free medical checkups, surgeries, drugs, and lots more. Popola was the people's favorite surgeon. She had saved many lives by her benevolence. People loved her for the support she gave. She goes to remote villages offering free medical treatment, and the people commended her. One day, after a medical outreach, she got home to have some rest, and then she got a message from a colleague of hers serving in a hospital in another state. The doctor friend asked that she come and assist in a complex surgery that would be carried out in a few days' time. Popola immediately packed a few stuffs and left for the journey. She arrived her destination safely and carried out the surgery successfully. The next day, while she was going on hospital round, she met her teacher who has retired and now working as a security man in the hospital. Popola hurriedly embraced him and was greeted by his familiar smile. The teacher could not recognize her. So she said to him, "Sir, my name is Popola, Iyabo's granddaughter. You had helped myself and my grandmother while you were working in my town. I can never thank you enough for what you've done for me. You gave me the gift of education and it changed my life. I could not have been here were it not for your support." The teacher, a bit taken aback, said to Popola, "Seeing you succeed and grow is a gift itself." Popola thanked him and then told him that she wanted to give him something in return. But the teacher told her not to bother herself, as she doesn't owe him anything. But Popola insisted, took his address and visited him after work and handed him an envelope. When he opened it, his eyes with tears. It contained a check that could cover all his outstanding debts and provide him with some financial security. Popola then told him that she may not be able to repay all the kindness and support he had given to her, but she will always be there for him whenever he needed her. The teacher embraced Popola, his heart full of gratitude and pride. Popola's act of kindness alleviated the financial burden of the teacher. Popola continued to give back to the society at large. Popola's story taught us the joy and fulfillment in helping others.